Hello everybody, in this video I have my August Thompson's Craft Supplies design team kit to share with you. Now if you saw any of my Thompson's videos last month, you will know that the mixed media kit that I've been working with for a year and a half, slightly over now, is now over. The mixed media kit is no longer running, so the design team instead are getting just like a I suppose you could call it a bespoke kit for each design team member, so we all get different stuff to play with for the month and create projects with. So I'm going to show you what I got, and also something that I bought too because I really wanted it. So obviously this doesn't have a name or anything, it's just bits and pieces from the store, and Louise has chosen me some really beautiful bits that go together so beautifully, and it's all based around this paper pack. This is a Minte by Carola Papers pack, and this is called Dreamer. So I'm going to show you all these papers first and then all the other bits from the shop that she chose to go with it. So with both Minte papers and AB Studio papers that Louise stocks at Thompson's Craft Supplies, you get this cover sheet, but on the back of the cover sheet is usually like a cut apart or fussy cutting sheet like this, and just how pretty are all of those elements. There's like a slight oriental vibe with like these fan things here, but there's also the books and birds and old window shutters and beautiful florals. Oh, my voice went a bit weird there. Beautiful florals, like a little suitcase and a basket. These elements are so pretty. And the colour scheme of the purples, lilacs, blues and pinks, and then like this kind of browns of the books and stuff is just, I'm loving this. So this first paper, the Minte papers aren't named, by the way, so I can't give you a name. They've all got little product codes on like that, but obviously these ones just come in a pack. But just how pretty is that? You've just got all the beautiful florals, the birds, the bird houses. There's even like a little tag coming down there, and bench and book, and it just, these papers, there's so many beautiful things on them. If I described every single thing, we would be here all day, but I love all the details that you get on these. And then the B-side, sorry, got interrupted. The B-side is this lovely like faux textured, it's like a woolen blanket or a crochet jumper or something in that lovely blue colour. I think that's really different and I like it a lot. And in the Minte packs you get 2 of each design, so there's no worrying about, oh no, I like both sides. So phew, that's always a problem for me. This next one, again, so gorgeous. The old window that's all like cracked and peeling paint and stuff, and then all the beautiful florals and things around there. That scrapbook layout basically makes itself, doesn't it? Just boom, photo right there. And then, I mean, quite frankly, I don't think you need to do a whole lot else. I mean, I will, but yeah. And then the other side, oh wow, you don't often see a purple sort of distressed one like that. So it's like a distressed peeled paint on wood or something. Just look, those colours. Then this one again with the windows, he's got like the window shutters on in the blue, and oh, the book, the open book, I really particularly like that one. And then the B side is just a really lovely sort of sky and cloud scene, very good for a background, that one. And then yes, of course, there is 2 of those. Then a lovely floral paper, very pretty, and you could of course fussy cut some of those out, like if you didn't have enough on that fussy cutting sheet, which I don't actually know if I'm in shop for that, but it's over there. Yeah, if you ran out you could obviously use some of those. And then the B side is another one of those sort of crochet blankety jumper things. And then oh, look at this one with all the little birdies and feathers. I love that. There's like a really watercolor element, and oh look, butterflies as well. I didn't even notice those. Again, very fussy cuttable should you want to. And then another sky scene there, but this one's got like a hint of like a lilac-y colour as well, so good for like an evening sunsetty thing you could start doing on there maybe. I am running out of room. Right, next up, I think these are the last 2. So the last one is usually a cut apart sheet, one side with sort of journaling card size 3x4 beautiful elements, mostly the elements that are all on the other papers and things like that. Window shutters, window panes, birds and bird boxes, and isn't that colour scheme just so beautiful? I'm a little bit in love, I'm not gonna lie. And then the B side is the more frame cut apart. So obviously these are really handy for backing photos or writing journaling in, just layering up for backgrounds and stuff. I like this one that looks like a mirror. That is really pretty. And as I said, there is 2 of those, so you don't have to worry about which side to use. So that is that Minte Papers pack. Again, there is the front. It is called Dreamer. And I will just put that to the side while I show you the other couple of bits that Louise has matched to go with it. So first up is a load of beautiful paper flowers. So available at Thompson's Craft Supplies are these flower grab bags that Louise has created. So instead of having to, you know, buy a whole pack of one colour and then a whole pack of another colour or style, etc., you can buy some of these grab bags and just get a beautiful mix of different flowers. And I believe they come in different sizes as well. So there's like a small one, a medium one, a large one, depending on your needs or whatever. So look, those two in particular, let me just grab those, are my favourite because I love the jewelled and the beads in the centre of the flower. But yes, of course, I will link where you can get the flower packs from. Then there is this die cut cardstock ephemera pack. This is by Scrapbooking. It is called Gentle Morning. It's obviously a completely different brand and stuff from the paper pack, but it goes so beautifully. So I will just briefly open this up and we can go through these. It does say 46 pieces, so I won't go through every single one in detail, but like, look at that and how well that goes with that. That is just perfect. There's so many florals and leaves, so creating lots and lots of embellishment clusters, I think I will be, over the course of the month. So we've got all the hummingbirds, there's a couple of watercolour flamingos, just so many florals. Beautiful, very beautiful. Good mix of sizes as well, so really big ones and then some smaller, if I can pick it up, ones. Oh wow, I've just spotted that heart. That is so gorgeous. I love it. I love a good ephemera pack that's got loads and loads of bits in like this, so I know that you make one big cluster on a layout and you haven't used your entire pack, kind of thing. And again, look, so perfect. Next up we have some Finnever Art Alchemy Impasto paint in the colour Wild Iris. Louise asked if I'd ever tried it before. I said no, but I'd love to, so she has sent me a tube. It's acrylic paint, but it's super thick, so it is really good for stenciling and things, and you can show like brush strokes. What if I just, you know, using specialty tools, use them to build dimension, and obviously the purple colour goes very nicely with that. If I just open it, I think it might have a seal. Just wanted to show you the colour. You have to excuse my inky fingers, but that is the colour of that. Next up is a pack from Bramble Fox. Look at all these hearts. I love a sort of a doodled, slightly wonky heart rather than the perfect heart shape. I like the naturalness to them, I suppose, but those colours of those pastels, especially that mint, yum yum yum, is beautiful. And last up is a rubber stamp from AB Studio. I'm not going to get it out because you can see it perfectly on the little sticker there that shows you the butterfly, but I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of that, and I think if I stamp it in purpley colours, it will go beautifully with the purple butterflies that's in here. So I'm getting lots and lots of ideas. And then we have the item that I purchased, so it's nothing to do with my design team kit, not meant to go with it whatsoever, but Louise recently got it in store and I had to have this. This is the DCWV Ghost Stories paper pad, and it's just full of skulls, and I love skulls, and I'm just so excited. So this was just, like I said, I had to have it because skulls. I bought quite a similar one last year, which I've used a fair amount of, but what I still have will go really nicely with it, so I'm very excited about this. It also has iridescent foiling in as well, so yes. But let's just go through here to get an idea. Oh my goodness, this is so me. Obviously it's Halloweeny, but I'm the kind of person who won't limit it to be used in Halloween. I don't imagine I'll be using it with any of my kit for the month, but still. I don't know how well you can see the foiling. It is so pretty. There's Nevermore with a raven, very good. Hang in there with a bat if you've got it. Haunt it. I just love a pun. Don't fear the Reaper. Bad to the bone. Batty about you. Up to no good. And look how cool these ghosts are. Oh, it says something. I don't know if you can see that. It says the Boo Crew. I just That is brilliant, and they're all double-sided. The B-side's particularly not very interesting, to be honest, but it is all about this side, and there is 2 each of those. Then, oh my goodness, look at this foiling with these ghosts. That is something else. And then there is this page on the background, which I love that. If only if it wasn't on the side of this amazing foiling, but that would make a beautiful scrapbook background. There we go. Then we have bats. I love bats, especially these sort of doodled bats, the white on the black. And then the other side of that is the spooky trees with like the crows or ravens in there. Then we have, the only thing with these paper pads is they're really hard to show, because obviously being double-sided, you're constantly doing this when you're showing them on video, but I will do my best. Anyways, we've got bugs on here, moths and beetles and things, which obviously I'll probably fussy cut a few of those. And then this side, this is just a white background which just has this star and moon print and like little distressed areas. Then we come to our first load of skulls, kind of like, cute's not the right word, but you know, cute skulls rather than the more realistic skulls. Love that. And then just a simple sort of scattered dot kind of thing on here, but it's also, it could look like the eyes and the nose of a skull or a pumpkin or something if you look really close on each one of those little clusters. Then we got like spooky trees on that real like crisscross background, and then little ghosties and gravestones on there. Then, oh my goodness, I love this. So there is the raven print on top of the writing, and I can't read that without my glasses because it's teeny tiny writing, but I'm wondering if it is The Raven, you know, by Edgar Allan Poe. Seeing as they had Nevermore on the front, I don't know, I would have to, as I said, put my glasses on to see that. Then we've got a skeleton there. That is fun and also fussy cuttable. Some bats here. I'm trying not to take too long, I'm sorry. Then, oh, I love that floral. There's also like a floral but with hidden skulls and moths and bats and spiders on. Brilliant. Then skulls there. That is just so my thing. I love it so much. I know so many people are going, ew, really? But yeah, no, I love it. Distressed black background with little doodled stars and like splatters of white on. Again, would make a great scrapbook background. Then, oh my goodness, we have foiled skeletons. Now, they're quite hard to see, so I'm hoping that the light's picking that up for you, but that is fabulous. That is fantastic. And then there is just sort of like a wood scene with little skeletons hidden in the forest. Absolutely brilliant. More skulls here. Now, I have to say, as much as I love skulls, I'm not a skull and crossbones kind of girl. I like skulls on their own. Skull and crossbones equals pirate. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's cool, but sometimes I would just wish we'd leave the crossbones out. But I do like this other side as well. I just like the florally, well, leafy print on the distressed background. Then we have more of the foiling. Again, distressed background, and then moon, little, yeah, stars and moons with the iridescent foiling. I'm trying my best to show you, but it is very hard because it's very subtle. Then on the other side, more ghosties there. Oh, I've skipped a bit. Then, oh, look at that. That just screams layout, doesn't it? Oh, just black, and then the spooky like manor house with ghosts and bats around it, and like a haunted forest or something next to it. That is flipping marvellous. And then the other side is a print of bugs and beetles and moths and little flowery things. It reminds me a little bit of a Pink Paisley Halloween collection from a few years ago, which had all these moths in. I loved it. Then a distressed black and white stripe. Love, love, love that. Spooky ghosties with that sort of distressed look. Oh my goodness, another foiled one. So that whole background is foiled, and then you have the skulls printed on the top, and it's very textured as well. More skulls on the other side here. I definitely got my money's worth as a skull person. And then another sort of scene picture there, little graveyard, little ghost. Just loving it so much. Are we near the end? Near the end. Little crosshatch wavy pattern there. More skeleton bits and pieces. Another sort of brick effect. Again, gorgeous background possibilities there. And then this, I think, is the last paper. So let's see if I can read this one better. Okay, so I've read a few bits of this and I don't actually recognize it. There was a scuttle of rocks and brushes. Kevin, Kerry, Jen and Taylor snuck away. It's a skull, Scott shouted for no reason at all. I don't know, if anyone recognises any of that, then let me know what it is. So, but it's not the Raven, so we know that. Anyways, last paper is the B side of that, which is the skeletons that are all lined up and printed. So yes, again, I know it's a wrong time of year for Halloweeny things, but I love my spooky stuff. So that is the DCWV Ghost Stories paper pad, and I will of course link that if you are weird like me and interested in that kind of thing. But anyway, back to the main topic is my design team kit, which I think you will agree is absolutely beautiful. Obviously it is not a kit you can buy as a whole, but all these elements should be available at Thompson's Craft Supplies, and I will link them below for you if you are interested. Louise is one of the only people in the country at the moment who stock Minte and AB Studio and another one which the name of which escapes me right now. So if you're interested in them, then you have to head to Thompson's Craft Supplies to find them. But yes, so we've got the paper pad, Bramble Fox Perspectives, stamp, ephemera, impasto, and beautiful, beautiful flowers. So look out for my projects that I create with this lot. Don't imagine that the DCWV paper pad is going to get involved with this very much. My Thompson's projects are almost always published on Fridays at 4 PM, so do look out. And other than that, yes, thank you so much for watching. Please check out the links in the description, and I'm going. Thanks again. Bye bye.